Alright, Shalom.
Shalom.
We're the GMS Memphis PreCamp. I'm back again with another PreCamp. Before we get started, I want to give our praises on the Lord too. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone, peace and love to the elect. We're just going in on the book of Obadiah to break this down. Now this is the time we're coming into. The Esau destruction is ahead. We in the downfall of Esau Edom, man. That Esau Edom gotta right, so hey, this is the time we're coming into, man. Book of Obadiah, which is a major prophecy. It's gonna come, it's gonna happen. Prophecy, man. They're gonna get into it, Lord willing, get edified.
This is Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen.
Right, and the ambassador is us, the prophets, man. Read it again from the top.
It says the vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom.
Concerning Edom. So you can basically say the book of Obadiah is the book of Esau, man. And also to you other heathens as well, you continue reading the whole book of Obadiah, man. They say Obadiah is a main prophet because he only got like one chapter, 21 verses. But guess what? It's major, man. And Esau ain't done away with, man. All the Edomites are still here, man. But in the kingdom of heaven, hey, what you gonna get into it, man? Go ahead.
It says, we have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen.
Yep.
Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
Well, he is greatly despised, man. And this, hey, we coming to the book of Revelation, man. All these shall hate the whore. You see, this is the time we living in. That all these nations, the EU, the NATO, they hate America, man. China, Russia, and even his own alliance, they hate Esau, man. They're despising him, man.
Especially all those Arabian countries. Especially all those Arabian countries that he's bombing the shit out of. Yep. Verse 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
Right, dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. That's why you get the term Caucasian, man. Cave on dweller, man. Before we continue on that, let's get on. What's that, Job 9? Is it Job 9? 24. Yeah, you bring that up. Think about it. You bring that up.
Alright, this is Job 9 and 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Yeah, so the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And who's the wicked? Esau Edom. Alright? And how do we know that Esau Edom is a so-called white man? It's because everywhere he goes, he takes on that culture. He's what's called a culture vulture. Takes on the name of the people that he conquers and switches up their history. For an example, he erased the whole medieval time history and you have something called the iconoclasm, where he destroyed all the icons that were over there in Europe and in modern day Spain. He just destroyed all the icons. He said that he ruled over there. Same thing over here in America. He said that Christopher Columbus discovered America when people were already living here. That's how you know that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and he covers up the faces of the judges.
Yeah, hey, you can tell he covered up the face of the judges. When you go on Google, you type in angels, you're gonna see white babies, butt ass nigga. Type in some of the prophets, they're gonna be considered so-called white. The Lord himself, a so-called white man. You see? So he covered up the faces of the judges, man. And the true face of the judge is Yahweh Shai, Lord and Savior. You know? The angels, they so-called white. Was the Renaissance period, the rebirth, whitewashing, man. You know? But this was in Job. Oh, you read Obadiah again?
Let's go back to Obadiah. What, verse 3?
Yeah, do this in question.
Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
Wait, this Job 30. Let's start at 5. They were driven forth among men. They cried after them is a thief. So like they cried after them is after a thief, to dwell in the clefts of the valleys and caves of the earth in the rocks. You see? Let's continue going, bro, because it's breaking down, you know, Esau Edom, man. And Job wasn't a so-called white man. He wasn't Edomite, you know? So let's see, 7. Among the bushes they braid, under the needles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, yet children of base men. They were violent than the earth. You see Esau like that today. You know, Esau have sex with these animals, horses, and so on, man. You know, because the natives really taught them how to wash, how to clean themselves, man. You know? So he said they were violent than the earth. And now, Job 30, you know, and 9. It said, now am I their son? Yeah, I am their bellwood. They abhor me, they flee far from me, and spare not to spit in my face. I think I jumped down. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much the point on that. So you go back to the Obadiah.
Yeah. Back in Obadiah 1 and 3, it says, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Well, that's Esau, you know, his pride, man. You know, look at Isaiah real quick. 14, let's see. 14 and 13.
This is Isaiah 14 and 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
Yep.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation and the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Right, so this goes back with that Obadiah 1 to 4. You know, he said it's thou that exalt thyself the eagle, and thou that set thy nest amongst the stars was going to his satellites, man. So you read that again about Kasha.
Yeah.
And also it's saying second I grabbed it, can't even quote it right now. You got it up.
Isaiah 14 and 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
That's pride, man. And the eagle, what's the miracle symbol? The eagle, the bald eagle, man. So this lets you know, it lets you know who Esau Edom is, man.
Yeah, that's why he comes up with these vain philosophies like transhumanism and going out into space and living on Mars. You know, because he knows that this Earth is going to be, you know, have a major reset when Yahweh Shai comes back. So he thinks that he can escape it. That's the pride that deceives himself. And transhumanism goes into, you know, his combining man and machine, you know, putting consciousness into a microchip or some shit. Now, you can't escape the Most High's judgment, you know? His inward thought is that he's going to live forever, you know, be like unto the Most High. He's got a God complex, you know? All these prideful philosophies stem from Esau Edom. You know, you don't hear Jakes talking about, oh yeah, I'm a God. Well, you do, but they get it from Esau, you know?
This 2 Thessalonians 2:4. Who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he is the Most High, sitting in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
Yeah. Going into him, painting himself as the image of the Most High. You know, over there in Rome, the fucking Vatican with the painting on the ceiling. You know?
Yeah.
Where they're like God's about to touch a naked man. Like, some off shit, man.
God. Hey, you get Psalm 73, start at 5.
This is Psalm 73:5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment.
Right, violence covered them as a garment. Pride compasseth them about as a chain, man. You see, and we got garments now. Hey, a garment down to our foot. This is Esau Edom, man. You know? This the black one. Let's see. It's down. Hey, and this one time we coming into. That's when Esau go down, the fucking black woman go down right with Esau, man. This is what we rained on, man. We rained on this, man. That when Esau go down, the other nations they go down right with E. When E go down, everybody fucking goes down, man. You see? This is time we coming into. This is what we patiently waiting on, man. We can't wait till Esau go down, man.
So that way the elect can come up. You know, starting with the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, those names are going to be exalted in the earth again. Alright? You know, because Esau, starting with Esau and these other nations and 2/3 of our people, hey, they forgot that there's a heavenly force, you know, a heavenly power that judges in the earth, you know? But they're about to be soon reminded.
Yeah, we go back to that, man.
Psalm 73:5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
Wait, you remember the what's that, Cain? Lord said if you take vengeance upon Cain, vengeance will be upon you sevenfold, man. So they're not in trouble as other men. You see? Go ahead.
Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain.
Man, Esau is all about pride. Like, we in fucking pride month, man. These fucking abominations on Decepticons walking the earth, man. And guess who pushes that? Esau Edom, man. This system, man. Go ahead.
Violence covereth them as a garment.
And Esau is all about violence, man. It will never be peace on this planet. It will never be peace unless in rulership, man.
It says their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish.
They have more than their heart can wish, man. And guess what? E is still unhappy, man. To this day, hey, E is still unhappy. Don't top bankers elites, they still unhappy. They still want more.
They have all the gold, silver, resources, oil, land that they could wish for, but they still want to deprive Jacob the basic necessities.
They don't want the low level thing that we have to drink out of plastic, the GMO. They still want all of it, man. Hey, we brought out Job 9:24. The earth is given to his hand. But guess what? He still want more. It's never enough. That would say he never satisfied. Neither kept at home, man. Go ahead.
It says they are corrupt.
They are corrupt. Go ahead.
And speak wickedly concerning oppression.
Speak wickedly concerning oppression, man. They don't give a fuck about his own people being poor. They damn sure don't care about you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans being poor, man.
They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth.
They set their mouth against the heavens, man. Blaspheming the Lord constant, man. That's great pride, man. Believe in science. There's no God. I am God. That's Esau, man.
Lord. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars.
Like the satellites, you got Big Bird technology, you know?
Starlink,
all these, man. You want to be like the Most High. Hey, what is AI technology? You want to listen to your phone conversations? Cameras everywhere. Cameras inside the TV in your home. Some Samsung, all that, man. You know?
It says, "Thence will I bring thee down," saith the Lord.
And hey, ever since he put those satellites in the heavens, he been going down ever since, man. Go ahead.
If thieves come to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off?
Right, read that again.
If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off?
How art thou come off? Hey, Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, thus said the Lord of hosts, it's wisdom, no more Teman. And Teman, the grandson of Esau, I believe. You know, cause Teman is like the smart ones. Those like the Germans, man. You know, it said.
I was just gonna say that's why you had a lot of innovation come out of Nazi Germany. You know, the BMW, different advancements, medical and other stuff.
Yeah. Go ahead. We finish that off.
It says, "If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?"
Right, so this Jeremiah 49:7, concerning Edom, thus said the Lord of hosts, it's wisdom no more in Teman. This Kawhi. Hey, Nabah, you call Kawhi for me?
Okay, good.
Yeah, you calling my phone. But it said, I'm back at Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, thus said the Lord of hosts, it's wisdom no more in Teman. Its counsel perished from the prudent. It's that wisdom vanished. You see? It said, flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Edom, for I'll bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If these by night, that would destroy till they have enough. You see? So,
because that's the mindset of most jakes. You know, they commit wickedness as a last resort, and they have a conscience that kind of is in the back of their head whenever they're stealing something. That they only steal what they need, and then they get on with their life.
yeah.
But Esau is not so, man.
Esau not so.
He steals because he can, and he steals everything, man.
Yeah, that's basically what the Lord is saying, you know? Like, this devil, he'll take everything. Like, if a thief break in your house, he gonna take traffic bag up. He's like it took me a whole hour just to get here, man. I left in one. But that's basically what the Lord is saying, man. Like, if a thief break in your house, he gonna take the TV. He gonna take all the small things. He ain't gonna take the refrigerator and no shit like that. He gonna take the PS4, you know, what the woo. He gonna take the small things what he can grab. He gonna take the whole house. But Esau, he gonna take everything, man.
He gonna take the soil that it is built on.
He gonna take everything, man. Things you wouldn't have thought of, you know. Hey, the doorknobs to the house. He gonna fucking anything, man. You know. That's Esau, Edom. So you go back to the Obadiah.
Obadiah 1:6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
And how Esau, Edom being searched out by the prophets, by the Spirit of the Lord. Yahweh Shema Shah. Let's go back. I go back to it. This 2 Thessalonians 2. Thessalonians 2:7. I started 5. It said, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what we hold it, that he may be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity do already woke. Only he who now let it will let until he be taken out of the way. You know, it said, and then should that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh Shemashah shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, with the spirit of the Lord's mouth, the prophets. It said, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And you get Hebrews 1:1.
This is Hebrews chapter 1, verse 1. The Most High, who at sundry times and in diverse matters spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets.
By the prophets, man. So this how Esau being so dry. All his rape, robbing, murderers, all his everything he done in secret is being made known to the light via the internet. Most importantly, the spirit of Yahweh Shemashah.
Yeah, because the scriptures say that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh.
Yup. Hey.
Okay,
come. And also it said knowledge should increase. And we in the last days, so knowledge is increasing, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you got something called the globalization age. And that's because of the internet. You know? Information can teleport from one side of the earth to the other like that. And updates like this. You know? You can get a live feed of a news story, you know, what's going on in China right now. You know, in the ancient world, that would take years just to get across the earth. But yeah, but that's how Esau's being exposed. You know, because there's eyes and ears everywhere via cameras and microphones.
Yeah, so, and his own people exposing him. Mm-hmm. So this Acts 2:17. I started 16. But this is that which was spoken by the prophet Joel. And it should come to pass in the last days, said the Lord, said Yahweh Shemashah, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young man shall see visions, and your old man shall dream dreams.
Yeah, so, you know, it's just the Lord's Spirit going out to make prophecy be fulfilled. You know, he's stirring up the minds of the people to scratch their heads and say, hold on, something's fucked up going on in the earth right now. You know? It's like, why is there so much torment and anguish going on in the earth? You know? And then, you know, the Most High gives them dreams. The Most High puts it in the minds of these movie directors to make apocalyptic movies. You know? That show, you know, the so-called end of the world, that depicts the end of the world. He put it on the minds of, you know, those politicians in the Pentagon to release their documents about, you know, so-called UFOs, which they're the vehicles of the Most High's angels, which are going to come back and deliver the elect out of the earth and destroy the wicked, man. You know, that's also why Donald Trump created the Space Force, which they don't really have a presence out in space. You know, the Space Force doesn't really have like a military presence out in space. They're really just monitoring stuff out there, you know?
Hey, now it's coming out that they're saying not the UFOs, that these can't be aliens, it could be something else. So Esau know, man, what to say, his own tongue shall fall upon himself, man. That these so-called UFOs, they are chariots of the Most High, they are angels, man. And they are so-called black men. You know, those are our brethren, man.
Hey,
you know?
Well, you know, in 2nd Ezra, you know, it says that the nations are going to be fighting each other. But once they find out that those so-called UFOs aren't the other nations, that's when they're all going to team up and, you know, start fighting Yahushua. Unsuccessfully, that is.
Yep. Hey, this Habakkuk 2, man. Habakkuk 2:14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. I'm going to jump down to 16. They are filled with shame for glory, Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered.
Yeah, the knowledge of the Lord is out here. You know, you can ask the average person, hey, do you know what the mark of the beast is? Hey, some of them say, hey, it's that RFID chip.
Yep.
You know, you ask Jake, hey, do you know who the Hebrew Israelites are?
Jake waking up who you are, man.
Yeah.
Jake know, hey, Esau waking up who you are, man. Esau say, I'm gonna eat on my and no salvation for me, you know, and so on, bro. But it say, that our fear was shame from glory, man, and how was milk established, you know?
No, you can walk this way.
Man, it said, that our fear was shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. It said the cup of the Lord's right hand should be turned unto thee, and that cup is being on slavery, man. And this is what the book of Obadiah going into, man. You see, he said the cup of the Lord's right hand should be turned unto thee, and shame for spirit should be upon that glory, should be on that glory, Salaki. You go back to Obadiah.
Obadiah 1:7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
The confederacy, they go to Esau alliances, you know,
Alliances.
Yeah, alliances. Yeah.
And prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. It says, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau?
Exactly. Hey, Teman, you know? Go ahead.
It says, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, man, we're gonna be through with y'all, man. Y'all are gonna serve no purpose but to be spiritual punching bags in the kingdom, man. You know, when we're after you're done serving your 1,000 years of punishment, you know, reaping double of what you've put the Israelites through, you will serve no purpose but to die. Because like you see those movies, and you wonder why they don't like just kill the bad guy right away, but it's usually because, you know, they have like certain knowledge, you know, they know like a certain code that nobody else knows, so they gotta like beat it out of them, you know. But after you built up the kingdom, there's gonna be no purpose for you. There's nothing that you can say, do, or convince us otherwise of why you might have a good purpose on the earth. I ain't gonna hear none of that shit.
Yeah.
Just gonna be doused in gasoline and a matchstone on it. Or however we see fit to get rid of your ass.
Yeah.
It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
Shame is covering him, man.
Yeah.
All the wake wild murder he did done to his brother. You know, Israel, Jacob, the so-called natives. Hey, the so-called Negroes, the Hispanics, Latinos, all 12 tribes of Israel. So shame is covering him, man.
Yeah,
You know?
even with these other nations.
Yeah.
With everything that he's done to Syria and Palestine and
That's covering him, goddamn.
Yeah.
And they just fucking eating, some of them.
yeah. I mean, we know Israel scattered them among
That's why I
everywhere.
said some of them.
Yeah, but that's how you know it, man. Esau's a threat to his own goddamn self, man. That's why he needs to get taken out of the power seat.
Yeah. That's scripture though. He said gonna make his tongue fall upon his own self. So he deaf to himself. You know, but it's all working in the hands of Yahweh Shema Shah according to what prophecy. You know? So there's no way out of this, man. There's no way out of this, bro. It's a done deal.
Yeah. Hey, finish that. You get Amos 1 of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I finished. Oh, it's like it says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever."
Thou should be cut off forever.
Forever?
Hey, this didn't happen. I see Edomites right now walking right now, man. They're not cut off.
Yeah.
Esau will be done away with in the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah. What the scripture
That's the
Jeremiah? The scripture Jeremiah when he said, I will cut off son and nephew.
Isaiah 14.
Isaiah 14.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you go to the book of Obadiah, it tells you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Malachi, it tells you. All right, we'll say the triumphant or the wicked is what? Short. It's short. It's only for a moment.
Yep.
See, all this line up to go right back to what Esau is the end of the world and Jacob's the beginning of their followers. That's how you know we at the end, because who ruling? The wicked.
Yep.
And he gonna rule but for a short time. What does it say in Revelation? He'll be loose for a little season. You see, to deceive the nation. That little season is right now, man.
Yeah, he came back now during the Renaissance.
Exactly.
Period,
Yeah.
so we in a short time now, man.
That's right.
You know? So what?
Yeah, and it's what, America's only, what, 250 years old? When you really look at, you know, other countries and how long they've been established, 250 years ain't shit.
That's small. And during these 250 years, he been in war with how many times? 200?
Ooh, yeah,
240? 235?
Yeah.
You know? All he knows is war.
That's all he knows.
All he knows is violence. Violence compares him as a garment, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you go into those like revolutionary wars. He was at war with the French, the English, the Native Americans, Spain, and man, it was
This devil.
gangbang, man. Straight gangbang.
But you talking about let bygones be bygones. Now people, man.
Right.
They want to save them, man. They want to be at peace with their enemies. Esau don't know peace. We coming in Jacob trouble, man. You think gonna be peace in Jacob trouble? Esau with the sword, with the Drake. I don't want to say Draco.
Right.
Esau past Draco, man.
Oh man, that's why he got the J.
He got drones. He got missiles.
Hey, we got the hand me down. You know what I'm saying? We got everything
hand-me-down.
we got is the hand me down. Because Esau got shit. His technology is over the roof. You know why? Because that's a blessing. Because when you go to the book of Genesis, it said what? By the sword said I live. So the Lord gave him that blessing, that technology to create them types of guns, man.
Yep.
He got a fucking gun, can shoot around the corner, that he ain't got to go around the corner. The motherfucker break off and hit the corner, and he can shoot the motherfucker like that, man. What kind of technology that is? To build a gun that can shoot around the corner, he ain't even got to go. He's seeking bullets. Wherever he at, there was bullet concentrate to.
Hey, he got lasers.
Laser, the drone. You see the technology? That's the weapon, that's the sword, that's his blessing.
Hey, in the book of Romans, 13th chapter, he said he built not the sword in vain, man.
Ooh, he did.
He didn't just make these swords, these missiles, nuclear missiles for nothing, man.
Exactly.
That's not just in the museum, you know, for decorations.
Yeah, they're not art pieces, man. They're military pieces.
Yeah. It's for the destruction of America. But see, he blinded the minds of the people to believe that it ain't gonna be, if it be a World War III, America gonna be alright. You know, America ain't gonna be bombed. We gonna be, no, that ain't scripture.
We gonna bounce back.
Yeah. If a missile hit this motherfucker, you got what, 50 plus states here?
Yep.
Come on, man. One missile, it said one missile can wipe out the whole state of Texas. You want to play around like that?
Hey, this place ain't bouncing. Hey, you still standing here, and this place go up in flames. Hey, the Lord don't love you. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
You won't. It is what it is, man.
It's a bastard.
Yeah. So, Isaiah 14:21, Papa. Okay. Hey, before you get that, I'm gonna bring this up. This is Ezekiel 25:12. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, because that Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance and had greatly offended and revenged himself upon them.
Ooh, that goes back to that perpetual hate.
Perpetual hatred. Ezekiel 35:5.
When he remember going back to Esau and Jacob, He said, my father's death is at hand. That when I would slay my brother Jacob.
Hey, guess what? Esau still killing you niggas, man. He love it.
He love it.
He love killing you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos.
What you gonna say?
Man.
He did not hate the blood.
Yeah. Hey.
He love blood, man.
Killing is his hobby, man. That's what you people don't understand. You ever watch those serial killer documentaries? They take pleasure in killing people. They take pleasure in manipulating people, lying.
Yeah.
They love it when they can convince you to kill yourself. And they like getting away with it. They like going to court and saying their case of how they didn't do it and get away scot-free, man. I saw this one documentary of a Edomite homosexual that would molest and then kill like young men. Then he finally went to prison for it. But bro, he was running to prison because that's how manipulative he was. He'd get on everybody's good side. Even when he got arrested, he was still on the judge's good side.
Yeah.
That's how crafty and smooth his tongue is, man.
Hey, one documentary, he been killing, like he went on a killing spree. The police couldn't find him. He just said, "Fuck, I'm just telling myself." Yeah.
Yeah,
You know? Remember that?
Yeah, I've heard of one dude that was like that. Like he was so good at not leaving a trail. He started sending in letters about like, really, like, y'all haven't caught on, like, this is my type, this is, like, he's basically dropping hints. He's like, how have y'all not caught me yet? Like, this is the type of people that I'm killing. Like, how have y'all not put it together?
Hey, it was a movie like that.
And then, like, he kept on killing, and then he said, well, it's not fun anymore because no one's chasing me. So he turned himself in.
Jamie Foxx and the white dude, he kept on breaking out of jail.
I don't watch movies.
Man, he'll break out of jail. What is kind start with an A? Man, look, he'll break out of jail and go do a mission, and they'll know it's him, but he'll beat them back in his cell before they get to his cell.
I think I know what you're talking about.
But at the end of the movie, they locked his ass in there and they burnt him up.
Yeah, I think I know.
You know what I'm saying? But he was so good at covering his trails up, they couldn't find him. They cannot pinpoint how the hell he was breaking out of jail and then actually come back in jail and he walked and they opened the door. The man was getting cold. Hey, Jamie Foxx in there though.
He so love games like this. Hunting. He love hunting.
Yeah.
You know?
He's a crafty hunter.
Yep. So on 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shemashah, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the down shall fall by the sword, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people. It's like Ezekiel 25:14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people, Israel. And they should do it in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they should know my vengeance, said the Lord Yahweh Shemashah. Hey, what it says, Jeremiah? You are my battle ass, my weapons of war. With thee, when I breaking pieces of the nations.
Yeah. Hey, but that also ties to because the Deuteronomy 30:7.
These curses.
All these curses gonna come upon them and overtake them. You see? Because why? In the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna be ruling and judging according to what? The law, statutes, commandments. See, that's how we're gonna break their ass with that rod and iron. You see, because we ain't gonna be going off. You see? Just like in this kingdom, Esau ain't going off because he was created to be the wicked. So he's doing what the wicked was created to do. So he ain't going off. We going off. So we curse.
Yeah, we following out the ways of
him.
We coming over him. Our people following his mindset, man.
Yeah.
That's why 2/3 of our people, they gotta be caught up and die and come back in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Right.
Hey, shit, hey, you don't wanna come back in the kingdom of heaven with diapers on, man. You gonna miss out the fun.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna put your hand on Esau, the Africans. You gonna miss out the fun time, man.
Oh yeah. Law by Citizen.
Law by
That's the movie. That's the movie right there. Hey, you get a chance, watch that, Josh. The boy cold.
Well, it'll top on from Wisconsin. You made me watch it.
Yeah, Law by Citizen. That's a good movie, bro.
Yeah.
Good movie, man.
Law by Citizen. Yeah. Yeah.
This is Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
If you prepare that son, what you doing? You getting ready. And that's the time we in. We getting ready, man. The Lord gonna make what you call it? Not a transformation, but a transition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The Lord gonna put make a transition of power in the earth, man. See? So the Lord telling us prepare slaughter. Get ready to kill, man. Remember, these fishermen that you see on the highways and the hedges teaching the word, they're gonna become hunters. See, the Lord gonna put the spirit on them to become hunters, man. What a hunter do? A hunter kills. See? You gotta go out.
It says that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Yeah. So this is gonna be in the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
After Esau served his 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, according to the Bible, he gonna be done away with.
That's right.
Cause all his forefathers coming back, man, will be a reincarnation, man.
Hey, this is spiritual. That's how I look at eating my baby, man. You know what I mean? I see a little eating my baby. I'm like, damn, you one of them motherfuckers. But they look so innocent. But you know, through the spirit, the Lord gave us the outside to see through the spirit. It ain't the flesh, it's the spirit of that baby.
The spirit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cause the spirit live forever.
Yeah.
The spirit just come back in new bodies.
That's it.
That's reincarnation, man.
Yeah.
So hey, it said, cause it started with the man, let you know. Cause it take man to make a nation. It don't take the woman.
No.
That's what I say, cut off nephews and sons.
Yeah.
You see?
Dude, without them, there ain't gonna be no nation.
No nation without them, man.
Cause you can't bring the nation back through a woman.
Yep. Hey, and they let you know when the Lord told Saul to do that, but Saul didn't do it.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
But guess what? We gonna do it in the kingdom of heaven,
That's
man.
right.
Like a prophecy, man. The book of Obadiah, the book of Esau, man.
God.
You know?
That's right.
So you go back to Obadiah 1:10. Yeah, read that again.
This is Obadiah 1:10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee,
Yep.
and thou shalt be cut off forever.
That should be cut off forever. Bubba trying to get on Amos 1:11. He said violence against that brother and Jacob, man. Confusing, man. This is what we have, bro.
Confusion.
This is Amos 1:11.
Just gotta go, bro.
Fucking bruising, bro. That's a nigga or a bitch. Confusion, man.
Probably neither.
This why they say in Revelation this blessed speech called Sodom in Egypt, man.
I can't wait for a little bit of that power. We just started slapping the shit out of him. That shit confusing right there, man.
Yeah, brother talking about these Decepticons, trainees.
That's a nigga or a
Memphis.
bitch right there, bro. That's confusing.
Well,
This is Amos 1:11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever.
they kept it well forever. This is Ezekiel 35.
Yeah, because it didn't end with, just Jacob and Esau. No, Esau started a nation of people, like it was prophesied. And that nation was against Jacob perpetually, forever. Till the end of times, man. Even in the kingdom, they're going to hate us.
What the Lord say? He say, I will have woe with Amalek and what generation to generation.
And those Amalekites, they're
Chief
fucking,
house, the chief house of Satan.
that's fucking weird as shit, too. You can't even have a normal conversation with their ass. Starting so goddamn much, can't even make eye contact with you. They need to be put to death just because they're fucking awkward, man.
This is Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end, Therefore, as I live, said the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Said that has not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So, hey, like the scripture saying numbers. Go ahead,
It's Psalms chapter 130. It's Psalms chapter 137.
Hey, hold that, Baba Kasha. Baba Kasha. We'll bring that up. Baba Kasha, hold that though. You know, hey, Obadiah, what's that, 111? Then get that out.
We got a bomb over there.
That's a bomb, I already know. Hey, he came with the sword, got that.
This is Obadiah.
Hey, but this is our sword though. Our sword is spiritual.
That's right,
You know,
man.
the 1611.
Our weapons warfare not corner, man.
You know?
Pulling down strongholds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Obadiah 1 and 11. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou wast as one of them.
Even thou wasn't one of them. Read the next verse.
But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, and the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction.
Now bring that up. You know?
Psalms chapter 137, verse 7.
Yeah.
Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof.
Yeah, when you say,
go ahead now.
When it says raise it, that means like destroy it down to the foundation. You know? When Israelites were already going, being destroyed by the Heavenly Father, putting the curses on the Israelites by the Heavenly Father, Esau took upon himself to say, nah, we need to destroy them completely.
Yeah, going on Babylon captivity, man. Esau was with him, man. You know? Esau was down with that, bro. You know?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Hey, you get Deuteronomy 25.
Verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. Oh, daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. You see? Who are to be destroyed is talking about who? America, man. Alright? Because America will be destroyed by some of the most along with the Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shapman, and the angels. Happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Be happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Why? Because the Lord gonna put the Spirit on us. Remember, the Lord says the righteous thing that we can put tribulation on those that trouble us. See? So it's gonna be a blessing to be able to get payback on our enemies.
Yeah, hey, it's saying in 2 Thessalonians 1:16, it is a righteous thing where Yahweh Shemashah to we compare tribulation to those that have troubled you, man.
So happy are ye. Going back to these curses that was put on us, they're gonna be put on you so-called white people, and we're gonna be happy to do what y'all have done unto us, but with double.
Yeah.
You see, y'all did it out of spite. You know what I'm saying? You had sports out of it. You see, we're gonna be doing it in righteousness, man.
Yo, what we gonna do to the Edomites, everything gonna be done in righteousness. To the heathens, because you heathens, y'all not off the hook either.
Yeah.
But y'all not out the hook. Hey, that's one thing about it. Y'all had a hand in it too. Psalms 83rd chapter, man. Y'all finna slide, go out the back gate. Hey, you Chinese, you Africans, you Arabs, all you heathens, you non-Israelites, y'all gonna be right with Esau.
That's right.
You ain't gonna get it the worst, it's Esau.
Right.
You know? But y'all getting it too, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It's verse 9. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth their little ones against the stones. Go ahead.
You got out.
Nah, because you see what type of spirit you're going to have? Because you had read in Ezekiel 25 and 14. He gonna put the spirit on us to do it to Edom according to his anger, according to his spirit. Why? Because our anger don't amount to the Lord's anger. Because the Lord gonna put the spirit on us to do to these fucking devils, man, what they need to be done.
Yeah.
See, we get mad, but we don't get mad like the Lord get mad. You see, when the Lord got mad, what we went through.
Yeah. Hey, the Lord, I mean, it's like the Edomite Esau had the spirit of the Lord on him.
Exactly.
Time, bro.
Exactly.
So it's gonna be all right. We have the same spirit as the Lord doing to Esau, man.
That's what it's saying right there.
It gonna take the spirit of the Lord for you to take a little baby
A little baby.
by the ankles and just go like that, man.
Because
You know?
the Lord merciful. We merciful. You know what I'm saying? But when what we do, we move the Most High to wrath. We made the Lord mad. He was angry. So when the Lord got angry, that's what he did to us. He couldn't take it back.
Yeah. His word.
That was his word.
You can't take back. Hey, Lord can't take back his word.
He
Man.
can't take his word
He
back.
said he a man, he should not lie, man.
That's right, see?
Yep.
But that's the spirit. Read that again.
This Psalms chapter 137, verse 9.
Yeah.
Happy shall he be that taketh and dash the little ones against the stone.
And they gonna take the spirit of the Lord on us to do that, man. It say our heart should meditate terror in the book of Isaiah 33rd chapter. You see?
Yeah.
So Esau is all, man, whenever Jacob, catch a hell, Esau with it. He rejoiced at that, man.
Yeah. Look at they happen. They don't want Jake to rise. If Jake gonna rise, guess they what? They want him gay,
Yeah.
on a suggestion. They don't want no alpha male.
Bro, even I said even like in fictional settings, man. Like remember when that Mortal Kombat came out? Yeah, and Jack's ending. He was like in Africa and he like inverted slavery basically. He like went back in time and didn't let his people go into slavery. This white bitch was like mad about it. She was like, no, Jax was like supposed to be a patriot. Like they really want Jake to be in that American mindset. They want to see him destroyed, adopting Esau's philosophies. They can't just let Jake be Jake.
Hey, they want to keep Jake a slave forever. But guess what? We coming out of that slave mentality, starting with the elect. You see? You go, hey, what to say? The last should be first. The first should be last. You say, hey, what's that scripture is? You should be the head, you should be the tail.
Deuteronomy 28 and I think 34.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deuteronomy 28, 34. It's right in that number right there.
Yeah, but that's part of the curses though.
That's right. That's right.
These, so-called white people, they want Jacob to be a slave forever.
You getting it?
But guess
If
what?
it ain't 34, it's 24.
We not, man. We coming out of that, bro.
It's
That
up
the
in there,
Lord
though.
about to sit his people on high, man. That we about to be kings and priests, man.
And God said it's that transition of power.
Yeah.
So we on the bottom, but the Lord, He gonna put us back on top where we belong. But guess what? It gotta happen. It gotta take the war. We gotta take Moses out of thing. We gotta take prophecy to play out for order the kingdom of heaven to come.
Yeah. And part of that prophecy is war.
Yeah, it's war.
But for peace, war gotta come.
Hey, that's all how gonna make peace.
Hey, you make peace via war, man.
Exactly. That's it. Cause motherfuckers be talking all day. When I see that nigga, found in there. They be talking, all till he see that person. And then when they get to jacking, it's over with.
It's over
You
with.
shake hands and go home.
Yeah.
Now it's peace.
They good now.
See?
They get suspended for school, whatever, they come back.
But now it's at peace.
Hey, don't let it be a tie too. Hey, they good.
Yeah. End up coming best friends.
Best friend.
Yeah. Let it happen. You got it.
Deuteronomy 28 and 44.
I 44.
He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
That's how you know we curse. We can't get a so-called white man. Hey, nigga got everything. That's his blessing. The fatness of the earth and the doers of heaven. That's how you know all this line up with the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? That hey, this true. Because we don't lend to him. He lend to us. We go get loans.
Yeah, he owns the banks.
Yeah. We don't own shit.
Yeah. We don't own the air we breathe, goddamn.
And then when you go to Haggai 1 and 6, say what? Like you putting a bag of holes, like a pocket with holes in it.
Yeah.
So how we gonna lend to him? He lended to us, man. And then when he lended to us, he put taxes on it.
Yeah.
Usury.
Yeah, usury. That's against the scripture. You got
Well, we can do usury to the other nations, but there's also a balance of how we do it. It says, he shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Hey, so you get the
It said what? Thou shalt be the head. He shall be the head. Thou shalt be the tail. Of course. But guess what? All this finna flip. All these curses finna come upon our enemies, man. All right, we gonna be the head. They gonna be the tail, man. And it's the kingdom of heaven because it's forever and forever and forever and forever.
This is Deuteronomy 25:18. How he met thee by the way. Let me start at 17. Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way, when ye were come forth out of Egypt.
Amalek, you know, Esau, Edom,
Yeah.
the chief, the little heads. Go ahead.
It says how he met thee by the way, and smote the hindmost of thee, even all that was feeble behind thee, when thou wast faint and weary, and he feared not the Most High. Therefore it shall be when the Lord thy power hath given thee rest from all thine enemies round about, and the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. Thou shalt not forget it.
And this, hey, guess what? Like brother mentioned, Exodus the 17th chapter, who had war with Amalek from generation to generation. So, hey, Amalek, the Edomites, they always been from the destruction. They want to help us go by. We can't go through their land. We had to go around, bro. You know? So, hey, you go read Obadiah.
This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 12.
Yep.
But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over thy children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress.
Wait, hey, Esau constantly speaking proudly to this day, man. You know, these savages, go ahead.
Thou shouldest not have entered to the gate of my people in the day of their calamity.
Yep.
Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity. No,
We say thou should not have looked at, read that part again.
thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity.
Yep. It said thou should not have looked on their affliction in the day of the calamity. Go ahead.
Nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity.
No, lay hands on their substance in the day of their calamities. You know, go ahead. Read that.
Isaiah 47:7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart. Isaiah 47:6. I was wroth with my people, I've polluted mine inheritance, and given them into thine hand.
See? He said that he had given us to whose hand? The enemy. Going back to what? Deuteronomy 28:6-8. See, this is curses.
Hey, Luke 4:6. You were sold to the enemies because you moved them outside the wealth.
Come on, man, you can't get around this. This is the curses. You got it.
Thou didst show them no
He
mercy.
ain't show us no mercy. What you gonna say about that? He has not shown no mercy. What? Not received no mercy.
Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst thou remember the latter end of it.
Right, Esau didn't think of the latter end of it. Like it's saying, what's that, Psalms? We're all together as one. You know, so Esau didn't think of the latter end of it when he decided, well, he didn't. You know, it was prophecy anyway. But when he put the hands on Israel, man, by the sword, man, hanging them on trees, alligator baits, you know.
Because the scriptures said that the Most High was gonna, have mercy on Jacob, and yet choose Israel. That's the latter end of it. He didn't take in consideration that, that the Most High was gonna bring him back, reconcile him. Because once the Most High does reconcile him, see that Esau went way too far with forwarding our affliction. Hey, now Esau has to pay for that. And he will.
This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 14. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. For the day of the Lord is near upon our heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee, and thy reward shall return upon thy own head.
Read that again.
Obadiah 1 and 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all heathen.
For all the heathens, man. You see? Yeah, this is the book of Esau, Obadiah. You know, this speaking to Esau, the Edomites. But in the same chapter, it says the Lord is near upon all the heathens, man. You know, go ahead.
For the day of the Lord is near upon our heathen. As thou hast done, it should be done unto thee, and thy reward shall return upon thy own head.
Right, because we've been a slave under these heathens, man. Look at this shit. This shit's stupid. It's a one way. But yeah, it's my sister.
This is Obadiah 1 and 16. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually.
When that cup, that drink, you know, he gonna drink is the cup of slavery. That's the cup. That's the right hand, man. You know? Go ahead.
Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been.
Yeah, so you get that Jeremiah. 36 too.
This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 16, and it reads, Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
Exactly, man. So all our adversaries, all our enemies, they're gonna go in captivity with the so-called white man. You know? Why? Hey, prophecy, man. All our enemies, everybody gonna be in subjection, stoning our Lord and Savior Yahushua and the Israelites, man. You know? Everybody gonna have to bow down to it. It said out of Zion should go forth the law. You know? So right.
This 2 Thessalonians verse 1 and 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing to Yahweh to recompense tribulation to them that trust. Righteous thing.
It says seeing it's a righteous thing with the Lord, man. You know?
This is Obadiah chapter 1. Verse 14. But upon Mount Zion shall be the Obadiah 1 verse 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance.
Upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. Yo, so we went through the heathens going to captivity. Then the verse after that, it said, upon Mount Zion should be deliverance. You know, go ahead.
And there shall be holiness, in the house of Jacob shall possess their possession.
Exactly, go ahead.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau a stubble.
The house of Esau was stubble, man. And this is the time we're coming into. This is prophecy, man. You know? That lets you know the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom are going to come back together. You know, in the kingdom of heaven. And we coming back together now. You see the house of David being built right now, man. You know?
What you gonna say about these two prophets have tormented me?
Yeah.
About the going in the southern kingdom.
What's that, Revelation?
It's coming back together now.
Yeah. On two sticks, coming back together, man.
Right.
They shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau For the Lord has spoken.
So they're not gonna be one Edomite, you know, after they sell the captivity. Esau Edom will not be saved, man, according to these scriptures, man. So, hey, we close now on 2nd Ezra 6 and 7. And on the 9.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6.
This is Esau's great judgment, man. What's saying the combat Bible dictionary, he the only nation that was not seeing mercy for the Lord. He got great future judgment upon him, man. You know, he gonna be the only nation gone completely, man. Off the face of the earth, man. He gonna be in the kingdom of heaven, serve our punishments, man. And that's about it. We don't even need him for that. But we gonna use him just to whoop his ass for vengeance. You know? You can't save the so-called white man. It say Romans 9 and 13, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. You know? So the most I hate these devils, man. Here's Proverbs 16 and 4. Bubble side.
This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 4, and it reads, "The Lord hath made all things for himself, yet even the wicked for the day of evil."
Right, even the wicked for the day of evil, man. He is reserved for destruction, man. You see, that wicked being Esau Edom, man. You know? We're reading his judgment in the book of Esau, the book of Obadiah, man. You know? So you go to the 2nd Ezra.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 7 through 9. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Yep.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. We up next through the spirit power of Yahweh Shemashah. Yahweh Shah up next, man. The book of Isaiah 46 and 10 said declaring the end from the beginning, man. So Esau is the end of the world, and that's what you're seeing now. You're seeing the ending of this place. You're seeing the downfall of this place. The economy crashing, upwards of the people. You're seeing the signs, you're seeing the prophecy speaking, man. This is how you know at the end, man. You know? You're seeing the pestilence, the earthquakes. You know, you're seeing prophecy speaking, man. This is how you know we're at the end of this, man. So we go again.
This is Obadiah, 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world.
Esau is the end of the world. This man's system, his kingdom, his rulership, this age. Go ahead.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
A new age is going to come. A new rulership is going to come by the Israelites. You know? Yahweh Shah, his kingdom, man. You know? Not the Chinese. They're not the best superpower on the earth. We are, man. You know? So with that, I hope you was edified. You know, once again, give our praises on the glory too. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. And the honors to the apostles and elders of great men, teaching well, and peace and love to the elect.
Shalom.